Hi, welcome to this introduction to Abacus Financials. In this short training video, I'm going to show you the main features of the system and how it all fits together. We start on the home page, and you can see along the top here the different menu options. Sales, purchases and bank are where you carry out the transactions. Period end, VAT, financial reports and dashboards are where you analyse that information. Let's start with the sales menu. Under the sales menu, you'll find all the features that you might expect to allow you to invoice customers and set up products. So we have a customers tab, products, where the products are created, special prices, if a price is unique to a particular customer. We can create sales orders and pro forma invoices, both of which can be converted into sales invoices, and we have the invoices themselves. And let me just show you one so you get an example of what's contained. The invoice has two parts. Firstly, you have the header, which is the information which is defaulted down from the customer record. Also in this section, you can see the status of the invoice, whether it's been posted, the total, tax, paid, outstanding, email sent, payment history and the ledger entries. Then you add to each of the invoices the invoice lines. That generates the amount, VAT and so forth. And when you're ready, you post it. Also under the invoice menu, we have credits, payments on account, which is a payment received when there is no invoice outstanding. And then when we make a payment, it's recorded under sales payments, or we refund a credit note or payment on account. That's described as a sales refund. The purchases menu is very much the same, except in reverse, so we shan't dwell on that for the moment. Bank is very important. This is where you will do the reconciliations and manage the cash for the business, the most important thing. So let's just look at one account here, the NatWest GBP current account. And you can see the options underneath here. Under the details is where we've set it up. This is where we reconcile the account. And there's just one item waiting to be reconciled here. There is a reconciliation report which describes the difference between the balance in the books and the balance on the statement. We have the import is where we import the transactions, the nominal transactions, bank statements, and then a record of any bank receipts, bank payments, transfers and revaluations. We'll look at those in more detail later. Period end is where the financial controller will typically do their job. Here they manage the companies and in particular the lock date, which is what prevents posting before that date. The nominal codes are the chart of accounts, which is where all the financial information is recorded. Currency exchange rates are what you might expect. The rates that stay in allow us to translate from one currency to another. This is also where we set up financial year ends, periods, and create manual journals. Analysis codes are a flexible feature which allow businesses to analyse their transactions in any way that they choose. So these are entirely flexible, and we have two analysis codes. This one we're using for regional. We have west, south and two norths, which is interesting. And we have analysis codes by department. VAT is where we will create our VAT returns, and I'll just show you one so you get a flavour for it. So just look at the March quarter report, update it, and it produces a VAT return together with the supporting information which allows you to audit it. Financial reports contains the profit and loss, balance sheet, accounts receivables and accounts payable. The profit loss report, for example, if we just select a financial year for that, shows the income for the year analysed by the different nominal ledger types here. And if you want to drill down into anything, you can do that. So that's a very useful feature for accountants. Then moving forward, we have the reports which support the dashboards, and I'll show you the dashboards on a different screen. Under the Dashboards tab, we have 6 dashboards set up to illustrate what is achievable. And this is really where a financial package comes to its own, because it's all about reporting. And using Salesforce's native dashboard feature, we can provide excellent reporting. On this sales and profit performance dashboard, we have 18 different graphs, all of which can be drilled down into. So here we have the sales trend, profit, and current year unit sales, as well as sales by region, by product family and industry, the same data for the profits, and then we can see the top 10 customers, the top 10 products, and who's selling what. Very helpful information, but it becomes even more powerful with the use of filters. This allows us to drill down. So let's look at America, and let's look at a particular segment, let's say systems implementation. And here, the information now has all been filtered, so we're just looking at systems implementation sales in the United States. And here we can see that UCL in Berkeley is our most profitable customer, and systems analysis our most profitable product. And if we wanted to drill down into that further, we can do so that we can see the underlying information and invoices which go behind that number. A very powerful feature and native entirely to Salesforce. We also have a similar graph here where we compare 2 cost centers. So we have London and Manchester have been set up as cost centers on this instance, and we can compare the sales, profit, salary costs and overheads, etc. From a management perspective, we can also look at things like the sales ledger, so we can control the debtors. Here we've got the top 10 debtors, overdue invoices, over limit customers, and we've got a decomposition of the sales ledger, so we can look at the aging of the invoices, credit notes and payments on account. Finally, there you can see anything which is in draft. Those are things that you're going to want to investigate. We have a similar sort of thing under the treasury side, where we look at controlling the different bank accounts, when they've been reconciled, what the status of the reconciliation is, and what the balances are. So that concludes our initial view. Good luck with the quiz, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.